module. So all are know the EWM because since all are from the SAP background only. So this is a small observation. This is my opinion. Extended and complex warehouse operations to handle through EWM ERP. So ERP is everybody know that is like enterprise resource planning is a tool. It is a systematic way to handle the operations of the organizations and the plant level, so warehouse level or operation level. So maybe that service maybe SAP, financial, HR or anything. So that operation service can handle through some ERP models that is based on the different vendors. Like we having the SAP and we having the Oracle and we have lot of Microsoft Dynamics is also there. I think you have an idea about different vendors also ERP providing world topmost ERPs. Veera, can you know any topmost ERP packages providing by apart SAP?
IBM.
Yeah, IBM is yes, IBM having the lot
Service
of technical,
provider, sir.
non-technical. Yes, IBM also clouds providers.
IBM service provider only, not by the SAP.
I am asking ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning. So that is related to the enterprises. So that is organization
Tally,
services.
tally and
Service.
all will come, sir.
So Salesforce is also one of the ERP also. That is also customer relation of management, CRM management.
Yeah,
So like that. So so I am giving the quick demo. So because 1 minute, 1 hour only, na. That's why. Um, so this is the warehouse. Everybody, I think, seen. If you not seen,
yes, sir.
please see that. This is racks and bins, and there is a vertical and a horizontal alignment with the storage bins. Each bin having the some inventory
Storage
of
capacity.
yes, it is defined with some capacity. We can't store some capacity with weight. Some weights can't hold here top of the some bin locations. So these are the bins. If you are working with the WM warehouse management PVS, so you know that this is a where is this is a bin. Each individual identity is that bin. So we can go to the warehouse up to the bin level. So that is the one thing. So there is a vertical organ and this is the corridor. So we can store here also sometime because heavy stock will be there sometime. So inventory management is requirement. So this is a big warehouse. So because EWM will be handle the most of the scenario complex operations in the warehouse. So why there is a lot of inbound flow like inbound entry, receipts and outbound. So unloading and dispatch or sales distribution. So this will be having lot of and in for that incoming to the goods and outcome to the goods. So there is a middle of the handling of the goods in the warehouse. Inside also there is very huge operation will be there. So there is a each movement of the inventory need tracking and that is a track and trace. Some software will be there track and trace. It is outside of the goods when move to the logistics location. That is the transport management. That is a TM module also having in the SAP in a world. So for each services, we can find the solution with the enterprise resource planning from the SAP vendor. So with module type. So there is a lot of module. I think you all are having that much idea. So this is a bay. This is a path, and this is the entry of for the that lack locations. That will be a columns and horizontal. So there is a one X comma Y type. So that identification will be there for the storage bin. So we will define the when model to work to process the our EWM process. So we will define the bins in the process of learning of our EWM module. In that I am introducing this warehouse. If you know very better, so I think all of the people understand. So some are the you are also working in the warehouse also, but some technical or perspective or some process can't know, means some you not touch that point. This time you can learn, that's the thing. So if you don't know, you can ask here. No doubts, no?
No,
So,
sir.
so this is a simple, very entry and exit. So loading and unloading bay. Why I am saying loading and unloading? So first we will receipt through unloading. So why goods will be unloaded from the trucks? That is a transport unit management. So TU is a smart term in the EW model. So transport unit and transport management is one of the things. So we are not a fully integrated in EWM. It is a transport unit. Is the unit will be handling with the yard management in the EWM actually. So that is a process. So this is a receiving bay, or we will say unloading bay. So we will use as a loading bay. So dispatch, sending the goods to the truck. So that is a transport unit. We will normally we will store the material into the transport TU. This is the top of this part. Is called as a TU, transport unit, not a vehicle. So vehicle will be the different. So please understand the subject matter. That's the important, because this is the only TU. When I saying the TU means you need to imagine the top of the to store the and send the keep the to bind into some goods into the in the stock. This is what is a container. Normally we say container. This is the vehicle. So that vehicle node is a transport unit. That's the thing. So this is a lot of different operations. So normally warehouse and normal means manual movements and automation warehouse. There is a two differences there. Why we need to say automation? So what is the automation and manually? So there is differentiation. So if you are storing the in the rack and you having the well designed architecture of warehouse, racks and bins, corridors, empty space. But if you ask anything, any goods, suppose I want these goods. So if you searching the goods in your warehouse, it is a not automation, automated warehouse. So you are not first in warehouse need first identification and goods movement tracking. So warehouse management system is that managing the warehouse activity completely with through some softwares, like not only SAP EWM, we can use n number of softwares. So based on the SAP is the world topmost leader. It is adapting continue of new organizations, and this growth rate is very very high. So they are taking SAP means they will integrate SAP MM, EWM, and production production PP and SD. So they will integrate all of the SAP only. So maximum 99. So they were giving the as a package of S4 HANA some latest versions. So they are having the basic versions of EWM. So now present and SAP S4 HANA is inbuilt EWM provider, and there is no warehouse management supporting from the SAP, and there is a basic and advanced functionality for the EWM. So there is a basic levels will be free for any person. So that customization will be need to do by the developer, and advanced functions if you they need by the vendor, that organization, then they will go for the their extra cost. So this is a palletization with the truck. So even though we will identify truck, and if you goods lying on the on the pallet truck, so that will be tracked by with the EWM. This is the very beautiful future for this one. So even everywhere, so even land and everywhere, if you goods is lying there, so you can track that goods anytime with time and seconds. This is the beautiful for the EWM. So what is the use for this this much of tracking and implementation and delays and through? So this is for monitoring this SAP EWM through warehouse monitor is the one option is there. So we will monitor all the goods. What is the state of the goods? So what is the use? This is used for very for organizations, so that owners management, so they will track and simply and what is the delay of the goods and what must how what is the cost of inventory delay. So everything they will track, so they can analyze and what is the inventory moving fastly. So everything they will do. So in ECC also there is a having inventory management and some ABC analysis all there. But inventory level warehouse, this is the EWM is advanced future. So they are continue developing, continue in the version wise. So they are going to implementing continuously. This is one of the. I think this is name is that. What is that? Anybody can tell, because one sided discussion is not healthy. So I want the answer from this one. Anyone?
This is conveyor, na?
Yeah, super. This is a conveyor. Why you are using conveyor? So we are reducing manpower. So reducing manpower is the first achievement for our organization. So labor cost. So we are using gravity. So with the top level to moving the low level with the gravity force. This is the physics. So this is a conveyor is so also here also we can track the goods will is in conveyor. So that is a layout. There is a storage control methods is there in EWM, that is a storage SC. So that is a layout oriented LOSC and POSC is the super scenarios and integrations. So layout oriented storage control and process oriented storage control. So layout matlab meanings, if you are designed warehouse, so we will check that how the solution we can do with EWM point of view. So integration with best with facility, best model integration to your warehouse with layout design. And process oriented means some process operations, some goods will go to the goods receipt area normally. So you do but you don't need some narcotic drugs, some you need, I think you know some drugs. So I want to go to the direct reject location. So that is a process oriented. So based on the your process, I think understand. Some SOPs is also well established in pharmaceutical industry. So there is a standard instructions will be there. So that purpose we need to go. We need to choose POSC method and some design of the warehouse. We need to go LOSC method. So that is a thing. So this is a bay. I think Shiva. This is what is a ideal place. What is called? ISL, na?
This is
ISL.
oh, this is
Yes.
this is open warehouse, na? Open-ended warehouse.
Yeah, it is open air and rest and with already having the some racks and storages. So this is a SL. ISL we will say normally floor area. So there is a floor also. We can divide into the some lines with the opposite to the for implementation opposite to the racks. So we will identify with some that I that what are the identity racks is there. So that numbering to the ISL we will give floor number. So we will identify this these goods or pallets with the same. So normally this is the difference between the warehouse management and what having the warehouse management and what not having, and same with the EWM. So that is so there is SS and no is there. So stock and bin management both having models. So both are models only, warehouse management models. This is extended to the warehouse management present. Storage unit management is also present in the both modules, place and removal. So there is strategies. Strategy means that a workout methods. So how you are, there is a what is popular into the warehouse management, that is picking and putting, put, placing. So what is the picking means we are need to choose and select and to remove. That is the picking. and placing or put the goods into bin or anywhere or staging area or anything. So that is the two methods. So how you are select the goods from the bin, how you are selecting from the storage area, how selecting from the staging area, how selecting from the unloading area. So what is the strategy you are following? So that is the one strategies we will need first we will design the strategy and we will implement the strategies. This is a replacement and PK logic. I will go for the presentation for replacement what pick logic. So what is the logic behind picking? So HU management, yard, expected goods receipt. So this is the thing. So this is the things there is no compared to the WM. So opportunity cross docking, dynamic cycle counting, loading and unloading of TU. These are transport units, deconsolidation, slotting and rearrangement, labor management. These are not available in the warehouse management. This is available into the EWM. So normally we know this is the unloading way or this is the receiving bay if you think. So we will receive the material to the some bay and we will move into the some intermediate area. Immediately we will not do anything to this direct can't move material into the sometime. So based on our workflow, direct not go to the storage bin location. It will stay some time. Gleaning operation will be there. So dedusting, sometime you need to deconsolidation of the goods. So you need to split that. So you have one pallet sometime. So you receive the goods in one pallet. So that time you need to deconsolidation that. So need to split and you need to select how many drums. You need to count. Some activity is there. So that
Palletization, sir.
no, palletization means you need to arrange that packing repo. You are doing the
As per
palletization.
pack size, and
So
vendor batch size, batch size.
deconsolidation means you need to remove outer parts. Extra tertiary packing is there to save transportation. So that material will come on the pallet with wood pallet and will be having the some tertiary bubble sheets and things to save the goods drum actually. So we need to remove and we need to do the cleaning activity. So some activity will be there. So that activity completion only it will go for the bin area. Correct na? In GMP area,
They will do the GRN, sir.
huh?
After de-resting and after palletization of the material,
Mm.
based on the pallet size and the batch number, they will do the GRN, one not one movement in a MIGO.
Yes, yes. There is a different
After
is
that,
yes, yes, correct. So for
it will generate the GRN label. Based on that GRN label, we will place to the storage bin.
yes, yes. So there is a method. If you see some warehouses, that's the process, and some we will do same. Normally, flow is like that. So when you give unload, when you vehicle will come here, you will unload the materials and dedusting, slitting and deconsolidation. After that, we will count the materials and thing, and we will move stay in a storage location, respect to some material where you need to keep temporary. After that, when unloading and counting is perfect, then we will acknowledge the receipt of unloading. So that is a SAP through in EWM it is possible. So that time it will be show that it is acknowledged unloaded material, but generation of the stock will be hit into the ECC. So that location also will be changed into the ECC respect to ECC. That will be availability zone area. So it will be come to the subject. So total EWM. So that is very beautifully designed. So we after that we will generate it automatically 101 into the ECC through after acknowledgement. Then that labels will be generated and that is a pallet unit or storage unit labels. And after that we will picking strategy will follow automatically by the goods bins with empty bins by EWM and it will show the location area. So we will store the place the goods respectively. What is suggestions chart. Otherwise, if you want to change, you need to manually movements. That's ad hoc movements. So this is a quantity classification is the important of our EWM. If you product one is there, so it will be cartons of 20 and it will pallet having the 12 character into 240. So we can, what is the base unit of measurement here? One each. And here second unit one cart. Understood now all of? One pallet
Yes.
is the third unit of measure classification. So then one pallet equal to 12 cartons or 240 bottles. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So I am introducing the warehouse perspective knowledge and warehouse terminology as well as warehouse what is the things available. If you know better, you can just recalling your knowledge. That's all. So sometime I am that metal is there. So I want to move the fast scenario base. So this is a unloading bay. So what I do now? So some reservation all are kept in the warehouse racks only bins, but I will kept for immediate any this order will come, so I need to place from some primer zone area for 10-20 sometime, so it will move immediately near to that loading bay area. So that time we can send the metal, it is very fast. That is the method. So that time we will follow the replacement, means when you can't less count is there, so we will replace the new stock with, so we will keep always 10 units here. That's my goal. And if you less, I will keep move material from the reserve to here primer zone. I think I understood all, huh?
Yes, sir.
Ahmad.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Replenishment. So this is like in shop, normally some chocolates and biscuits will be kept in the cash counter area. So that time we will purchase sometime, so the it will be fast moving items like, so then they will always replace the always fulfill the some stock. If you less that location, they fulfill from the reserve location, like this is a main location. That's so this is production. So I given for introducing the FIFO. Some strategy we are discussing, na? That is picking strategy and placing strategy. So how your goods will be pick and how will goods will be move, how will goods will move to the outside, how your goods enter to the, how it will identify. So there is a FIFO method. Everybody know first in first out. So if your metal will come first, it will go first for usage and sending outside. So every time FIFO method. Correct, na? I think this scenario everybody and so this is a HU method. So HU having the number of sub units each numbers. So HU having handling unit, it having maybe 20 units each units, 12 cartons also. Normally this is a carton box. It having the 10 or some base units of cartons or bottles like that. So based on the that is it depends on the totally your organization. That what is our developing organ.
Capacity of the storage bin, height of the storage bin, it will consider. How many box we need to
Yes,
keep in.
that is will be okay. So even if you go to the, so that pallet and dimension, height and capacity, that is the first thing. And then what is the base unit? So that is bottle size, that goods drum size. So based on the size, height, length, width. So that shape only define the count. Correct, na? You can initially when you're doing implementation, you can't say if this pallet will be have will be we can kept 30 boxes, 20 boxes, because you need to measure the each product. So each product, each item will be the different sizes. So then only we can arrange the based on the item that pallets will be having the capacity. That is a carton box. This carton box will be designed with base unit of your item only. Correct, na?
Yes, sir.
So this is a yard. So yard and means everybody understood, I think. Correct, na? So vehicle will be parking, and this is a base, receiving unloading bay. This is the doors. So we will sometime we need to wait. Suppose this is a big warehouses. So the vehicle will be come for unloading continuously, and some will be go for loading. So it will need some staging area, parking space need. So even though we will identify parking, what vehicles are, so any security entered, so they will identify with some RFID, radio frequency identity number will be assigned to that TU number, and we will allow to some parking spaces. And if you free, we will check out the yard movement, and we will check in to the yard movement, and we will store parking space. It will move for go, and so we will track the even though vehicle in parking area also, yard main in yard locations. Understood, na? Checkpoints, yard door area, transport unit. This is one parking space. So this is a vehicle. Any doubt here?
No, sir.
Any doubt? Please ask. No problem. So I'm just explaining about warehouse things only. This is a cart. Previously I told. So this is the inner box. This much of quantity having. This is a handling unit. So there is a item and product that unit of measurement, metal description. So there is a barcode level and thing, and there is a, if you maintaining the batch numbers, it will be apply the batch number also. So quantity fix always fixed. So that is quantity qualification. So expected goods receipt means sometime uh, there is a no purchase order, no things, but we will create a expected goods receipt with the product name. So there is a pre-delivery, we will create an EWM only goods receipt. After that, the purchase person will give that purchase order. Then only we will do the inbound delivery. So that is the expected goods receipt method. It is a future of ECC EWM decentralized method, but not S4 HANA embedded system, because S4 HANA having inbuilt. So ECC EWM is different. I will show the figures how it is models are integrated, ECC and EWM. So this is a warehouse monitor. So we can find the state of the goods always different inbound staging and outbound warehouse ad hoc movements. Means ad hoc means middle process, physical inventory documents, everything through only warehouse monitor. So there is a standard profile is there, SAP, that is a, so that can we use here. And customer profile is the customization. SAP always encourage to your preference to make as a profile. Correct, na? Correct or not, Veeranjanela?
Yes,
So
sir.
everywhere, so everywhere some customized profiles will find based on their name and things. Everybody can make their choice.
MM integrated so many functions, sir. Finance, FICO, WM,
Yes, yes.
and P.
Actually, enterprise, correct. Enterprise is having the model is the heart, IM level. So
PIC also. This one PP production planning.
yes. So after inventory coming to the hit to the next production only.
Yes, sir.
Without manufacturing, without sending the goods, finished goods, there is no there is a no process. Means there is no inventory. There is a no money. That's the thing. Opportunity cross docking. So opportunity cross docking means suppose this is a staging area, goods receipt. So there is a unloading bay. So when what will happen? We go for this is a normal process. So what will happen? We will move the into the put away. So means placing the goods into the storage, respective storage bin with the storage types. Storage types will be the ideal condition of the goods, like storage condition of maybe capacity, height, length, width, storage temperature also. So based on lot of parameters. We'll define the storage type based on the organization requirement. Then after that completion, we'll get the order, that is the sale order. So we will move the sale order against, we will do the outbound delivery and make the invoices. So we will move the material into the unloading, where is unloading area. Sorry, loading area. So loading area. This is goods issue staging area. This is a normal process. I think everybody understood, na? Any doubt here?
No, sir.
So sometime your goods will be entered here, your goods here. So some processes we will get the semi-finished goods. So sometime that also some warehouses are plant required orders. That stock also is stored in here. Some only warehouse purpose only. Some locations will be there. Some warehouses they will store between the long distance warehouse with plant distance. It will be the intermediate warehouse. So when material entered into this goods receipt stage area, you get the some purchase order, sorry, sale order. So that is time we can remove the, where is this cursor? So we remove the this process, move into this process and move in this process. We removing, and that time we will choose a opportunistic cross docking. So we are docking so to the goods receipt staging area to goods issue staging area. So reduce the operations, manpower operations as well as system operations will make as a cross docking. This is a process. It is EWM only having. Understood, na?
Yes, sir.
So this is a bubble wrap. Everybody know. This is a, what is this one? In warehouse terminology. This is a
Second one, sir. Second one, sir.
this is a bubble wrap. What is that?
Shrink wrapping.
This terminology, okay, but in the organization warehouse, we are calling as a tertiary materials, packing materials. This is a normally we saying that this is a packing material. It is a
Okay.
not a primary. So there is a two
It's
type of
a tertiary or tertiary packing metal, maybe.
yes,
Correct.
this is a tertiary and primary packing material will be the different. So that will be the main like cottons. When you seeing the cotton is a primary. So to help safe protection and designing of outside, so safe, so purpose we will use tertiary metal. Correct, na? So this is
Correct,
also
sir.
shrink wrapping. So this is so the carton box is the primary, but it is also not contact with the product. Some bottles, some that is the primary. Sometimes cartons also will say primary because this is the main product. So for arranging the designs and the safe model, so we will call it the tertiary based on our plant requirement or organization requirement. So come to the deployment options of SAP EWM. EWM is a independent module. So no need to use only SAP. So we can integrate with Oracle also. You can integrate with Microsoft Dynamics also. You can integrate with a lot of. So there is an integration can do. So it is especially warehouse management process operations purpose. So centralized scenario SAP ERP, WM, FICO, logistics. This is normally you seen. This is SAP LES. So decentralized warehouses systems. This is a normally decentralized ERP scenario. This is SAP ERP means ECC, and we can attach one plant having. I'm I'm asking one question. Simple. One plant having that bio for some apotex. I think everybody know. So that is a plant. Apotex is a organization plant having that. So we can having n number of warehouses. Correct or not? N number of means multiple, not a single warehouse. We can provide multiple warehouse. Is correct or not? This scenario. If you not understand question, no problem. Ask me once again.
Yes, yes, sir.
Ahmad,
Yeah,
you,
tell me, sir.
so one plant having multiple warehouses means one or two or three or four or five.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes.
Somebody joining, I think. That's you also. Huh? Why? Two times. Huh? So yes, we can create a number of warehouses for one plant, no problem. So that is the EWM also. That we can independent warehouse EWMs, extend EWMs to connect with one ERP ECC, and one is to one also. Okay, correct na? So this is the same method, previous picture only. So ECC, so one, two, three ECC servers also, no problem. That ECC servers, each is the box is this one server, EWM module server. So we can connect with one ECC server. So it will it will connect ECC can communicate with three EWM models, but EWM can communicate with ECC only, one ECC only. Correct? Understood, na? Imagine this picture and remember always keep. This is one of the interview question. Okay. So EWM is independent model. We can n number of EWM models connect with ECC, but that is the thing. So if you say anything, your understanding is the first one. So you can give any explanation in the respect of this figure. That's the thing. So S4 HANA now it is a ERP and Sing, both are having like SAP ECC, and this is a HANA embedded means that is a advanced like cloud environment servers. That's only remaining operations and some extra add-ons is there. That's the thing. So what is the index? I am delivering to the in this continuation classes next. This is the overview already given. So ERP EWM org structure, organization structures, how it is. So ERP mostly you all know. EWM I give. I always I what I am knowledge I will deliver that's also. So what is the master data in EWM and supply chain unit and part entity dispose. This is a concept. What is SAP and storage types. So what is the storage types? So based on the enterprises requirement, we will define some storage types. So that is based on the product nature and SOP or standard operations. So based on we will define the lot of parameters storage types. In storage types, there is a storage sections and bins. So lowest level bins. So bin will be the final destination. So we will when we enter the goods into move to the bin, and when out to when we want to the deliver the goods to this outside from bin to that is the source will be the bin and destination will be the GR area, and it will move to the transport TU air location. So for goods receipt method, source will be the goods receipt area and destination will be the bin. I think understood na? Source and destination here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It is important because say that is the logic we are using to implement the warehouse process types. That is a WPT is there when you learning the EW. Activity area, this is a terminology only. We are already it is telling something information. Area of activity. What is area of activity? So try to speak this into reverse manner. You can understand the you can get the some sentence area of activity. So to perform the activity in some location, that is the area of activity. We have work locations, work order locations, work items. So lot of things in the EWM. So that you need to create. So to perform the some activity. Some suppose if you your warehouse is very systematic, then your goods receipt is coming from the unloading area, and that is having the with the full pallet. So vendor is sending with safe and manner with labels, captions, and data logger, all the placing the goods. What you will do? So you move that, unload the pallet, and you will take the goods into the decancellation area. So you will cut the pallet ribbons and things, cut the structure of film, and safely handling. So that is a activity area, one of the. So when you want to send in the goods, you pick the goods from the respective storage bin and move to the one activity area. So they will do palletization. So that is the activity. So there will be add-on some add-on means palletization and some extra tertiary materials. So we will use. There is a involve of some goods and things activity. That is the activity area. Staging areas, doors. You know the door. Even though door also we will integrate the to receipt and unloading, unloading and receipt and loading and dispatch. So both we doors will integrate, and there is a staging areas in front of doors. We will create that also. So there is a product master. So what is the products in your EWM? So that's items. There is a work center. The location where we are working, that is a work center. Warehouse process types. So you will design a process types. How it is one item, one product. How will it behave? So how it will respond when you enter into the warehouse. So we will design a warehouse process types for every item, and we will design as a category of materials. So some category materials will be flow like receipt to rejection and thing and this. So the process types will be designed with various process types. This is a very important concept, and need to understand real time and practically result will need to do with in the project scenario method. Then only it will be more useful. There is a in now is simple inbound process. So after this all completion, we will go for the inbound process, inbound delivery. That inbound delivery with various process type determination. Determination means it is confirmation. So with the various process types. So if you using the various process type, it will go different process. We can design two methods, workflows for one materials with the help of various process types. If you not use various process type, so when making the GRN and through EWM, if you select various process type, it will act. I will select some flow to the going to the respective destination bin, and if you not select a warehouse process type, it will go different process. So that is very important. And goods receipt process, so availability groups. So in a ECC we having the S locations, storage locations. So that locations will be assigned to the availability groups into the EWM. So I will explain what is the use availability groups, how will you use, and how you are identify respective changes of the availability group with responding to the with respect to the S locations in the SAP ECC. This is the strategies already put away. So strategies will be put away is three types. So storage type searching. So first it will select a storage type, and then in the storage type it will select a storage section, and it is a storage section. There is a bins changes. So bin type also will check and confirm. So that type of placing strategy will be work. So we can use any one of the things, but majorly storage type search first, after that this section, and bin type.
Sir, what about quant, sir?
Quants means quant is the final of the quantity of the pallet na HU na. So that will be storage bin level. We will capacity will define the capacity with the identity. So then only it will be designed. So that pallet rack will be take some 5 numbers. Then it will split to second. So it will give as it is. So that strategy will work. So when doing the storage bin level strategies, it will work. This is that is only na storage bin types determination. The strategy, that's only.
Yes, yes.
So this type after section, then go to the bin. So this is need to mention. Otherwise, that 100 bin, 100 units will show one location only. Correct, na? The system can't know if you not define anything. So that validation and physically understanding things only. That's why you are the consultant, EW.
Your implementation time you're providing now, sir. How much to select you want to select the pre quantity.
Yes, yes. We will ask the that organized people, na. Otherwise, we can't develop anything, na.
When you are putting the material into the storage bin,
So
we know the
blueprint, blueprint when designing blueprint and when going to
we can
operations.
we have
So
an option to select how much you want to select in that 5, 6, 7 or 10,
sure,
100.
sure. Yes, yes. So we will verify with that end user and best management team in the warehouse. So we'll select when you select in the any model. So that subject matter SME will be there from that organization. Correct or not?
Yes, sir, exactly.
Mm. So put away quantity qualification. So there is a qualification. This is a see that quantity classification. So that is a unit of measurement. So based on the unit base unit only, we need to place. We can place. Otherwise, we can't place everything into the location. So HU management handling unit. Deconsolidation means splitting or dividing to the small units of goods as requirement. So when you having when some order will be you having 100 kg in your drum material, so that order will become 5 kg. So you will what you will do? You will remove some quantities some from the unit respective storage unit, and will pack and send. Correct na? With some HU label. That's the thing. And packing specifications. This is a very important also. So based on the packing specification, automatically palletation methods and palletation number of units palletation will be created automatically, and it will give the label also. So packing specification is a very important and uh, very interesting subject.
Sir, we can able to
Mm.
we can able to identify the pallet as a storage bin.
I'm not getting exactly. Can you repeat it?
Sorry.
Can you repeat it? I'm not getting exactly.
No. In a
Okay.
warehouse complex, we can able to identify one pallet as a storage bin.
Pallet as a storage bin. So,
Yeah.
okay. So initially when I starting class, I told ERP and what is the warehouse management scope. So everything
Uh,
tracking of goods. So first identify where is located. So
okay.
tracking. So tracking is the how much tracking. So if you move go, your goods
No,
are
no. In generally, in a warehouse complex, in one pallet there will be a different type of materials.
Yes, yes, that
Uh,
is a multiple
yeah.
materials. Yes, we can
Yes. Yes.
move. So you are giving the input, na, that of HU having that product list. So it will show you are using so we are this is will be integrated with our radio frequency gun. You maybe listen or see that. So you can
Yes.
watch
Yes. Yes.
when you scan the HU label. What is the
Yeah.
goods available on the HU? So products
Okay.
available, number of
Okay.
units, count basis, box basis, and pallet basis. So one pallet will show, and two products will be show, and number of
Okay.
cartons will be show, and number of bottles will be show. Correct, na?
Okay. 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 Fine, sir. Thank you.
So VAS is a value added services. If you want to show put up, so suppose some goods is there special customer, you want show put up, you want to do some style on extra packages. So value added services, you are do the some value addition services. That's the VAS process. So it will become after business people team. So this is a that they say order when sending the that business team. that they will tell that, so this is for going to the special customer, I need a special order, that is a VAS order. This is a VAS order, please find and do the respective validation in the respective way, like VAS order. So layout LOC, layout oriented storage control. So it is a design of your warehouse. We will do the storage control, means that process of that item, that product flow will control with LOC process. This is the PPF actions. So it will be the functions. Actually there is a lot of functions PPF. So that actions will be triggered based on the some condition of satisfaction. Normally it will be the ECC also. This is a technical background normally. So when we will can design this PPA action we can use. So when action is completion, some action, some condition will satisfaction. So if condition, if true then it go, or false it go, like that. So when some condition will true, then it will create a labeling the print. Suppose you will RF gun, you confirm the goods done. Now you are normally SAP, you know that customization user also, your consultant also, you do that some this invasive VF01, some outbound delivery done, completed. So what will do, you immediately you will get the invoice, and there is a automatically that pool will request will create and send to the printer and respect to some printers, and it will print the document, correct na?
Yes, sir.
So that is how it is happening. Some functions, PPF functions, actions. So that became background. So that is there. So that is a pure technical. But we can, there is a options will be there. So we can do PPF actions as our designed of flow of warehouse management. So this is also very important. We can understand very easily, no problem. There is no technical, not much there is. So see, this is a simple outbound delivery, means sending the goods to the outside, and there is a picking strategy, how you are sending the goods, first in, for FIFO or how methods, that strategy which one you are selecting. So there is a defined strategies in the EWM. So we need to select some strategies already predefined. So we will develop those logics and we will implement the strategies, picking and put away. So outbound delivery, that is with process oriented storage control with wave. So and wave management is one of the beautiful concept. So wave means normally you hear hard this wave is like in science, and if you find the in water you send the stone, it will create a wrinkles water. So that like same type. So some for this wave, I will explain one scenario. If you are sending the goods daily, a lot of in from the Amazon delivery location. So same, there is a some routes is there. So Bangalore route is there, and AP Telangana route is there, Chennai route is there, and Mumbai route is there. So like 4 5 routes. So you are sending some item, X item. So you are selecting items. So there is a wave will be take the like pre-checks. So what is the route? What is the first choice? And these are the conditions. And so you are sending the one. Uh, you are sending some delivery order. You are getting some order. So there is a route. Suppose Telangana going. So it is Telangana one export sending. So there is a interconnect with Andhra also one order. So it will select like their logic. So route is that it is a connect with those both states like Telangana, Andhra. So it will create a two outbound deliveries in the route basis. So there is a route basis, operation basis. Lot of logic is there. So when you discussing, I'm doing the practical way will be understand. So there is a 24 hours cutoff also there. It will create automatically waves. So for who are coming to the work into the warehouse operations, they will assign the automatic task work items, means work process to the them. So no idle conditions. So if you move the goods one location to another location, immediately one queue. Queue means normally you went to the passport office anytime. Anytime recently you went to the passport office. Anybody?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So there is a queue will be assigned to the respective some receptions locations. Your
Yes,
number,
sir.
lot of people will be there. So you will assign one number, correct? Na?
Yeah.
So that number
Yeah.
will be assigned to the respective ideal location. So immediately that vacant in a bank also. So
Yeah.
that queue will be assigned to the that location. So like that, this operations will also assign to the respective users. There is a labor that resource will be created. We can create a resource as a user. So that person automatically assigned to the that person. Ideal condition is there na. If you confirmed is ideal na, so one queue will be assigned to the him. When you going to the move into that location, so he is idle, so he will assign the outbound delivery. So that location any picking is there, so it will assign to the director. See that how much developed by the SAP EWM. So there is a no ideal condition for tracking movement everything. So everything will be tracked. So that time we are checking that item, especially that storage item with HU or anything. So that will be handled with by the resource means that labor, and it is in the transit of in warehouse only, in the path of source and destination. It will show source and destination. That person where sending, where moving to the respect location. That's the thing. So resource management and radio frequency gun or RF processes. So this also we can learn. We have to learn this also. Physical inventory process in ECC having a physical inventory, as well as physical inventory is more defined in the warehouse management level. Okay, so and expected handling, exception means less quantity, high quantity, how to handle that situation means storage count. Replenishment means we are already reserved location area and we will move to some location to fast moving. That's the thing. So inbound VAS. So when you come into the goods, so sometime the box will be damaged. So that time we need to repack it. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
So that is a VAS, value added services. So this is cost will be handled by the respective warehouse only. So that cost will be put into the your warehouse cost management. That's the thing. Understood? Correct? Na? It will be not acceptable by the any management. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Slotting and rearrangement means one of the scenario like it will show the future requirement arranging. So demand it will take previous patterns. So what is the fast goods movement and previous history, and it will arrange when doing the when do the one activity slotting and arrange rearrangement, it will give the one suggestion list. So keep that fruity box. Suppose your warehouse is having the some grocery items, some fruit is there, and drink cool drinks and grocery items. So if your summer is coming, that fruity items need to arrange in front of near to receiving bay storage location bins storage so like that it will give the some suggestions. Understood na? That is a slotting and rearrangement. So this is
Like
yeah.
merchandising, you are saying, correct, sir?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
If you go to the DMart, they will arrange the
Yeah.
based on the. Now they will also follow the some softwares. There is have also some DMart is India top company and in in the abroad like US UK there is a mart is there na warehouse like a big. What is mart? Actually, that is a famous I think.
That
Anybody?
we don't know, sir. Why? Because we not went to American. Eh?
No need to went to America. Need to know that in information only. That's why news. So DMart is a small, but there is Mart is there. I forgot it. So like they are maintaining the SAP. That is a big warehouse management. Flipkart by Flipkart owned by that company. Which one that? Sorry.
This Walmart, sir.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
now you got.
Yes, yes.
Now we went to America.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, that's right. So I want to say that is SAP using. So Walmart having EWM. So they will everything located with the EWM only. So small shop grocery or some companies also used in the USA EWM or SAP WM and things. UK, US. That's why there are more projects from the US, UK from there. So we are working from here also for that people normally. So ad management, we are seeing that image, check in,
This is
check out.
ad management means it will comes under like scrapping and all.
No, only vehicle management only.
Acha,
So
acha, okay.
yard management, especially where is a different module is there. Actually, my server are having yard management transport unit also, everything, but I am not aware of that. But we can learn that is very easy with the document and things. Minimum basics requirement and configuration need. That's the thing. Kit to
Okay,
stock.
sir.
So there is a kit to stock is that. Same VAS services also. So I will explain later. PP integration, I think everybody know production. So how production model integration with the extended warehousement. So KTO also, this is a kit transfer. It is inbound related and outbound delivery. I have forgotten, I think, this information. I will give you brief explanation later. So this is no everybody. Correct na? This is the lag and pad symbol.
Yes, yes, sir.
This is my document. For your only, I prepared 2 3 hours before this today, this presentation.
Yeah, yeah, it's great, sir.
Mm. So this is I think this is which model you need to tell. Which model not? This is ECC or EWM. Can you tell what is this? Because all are SAP person only, na?
ECC, sir.
This is ECC, sir.
How you are finding favorite conditions or which one?
SAP ECC is there, sir. Login time, production server.
Where? In top
SAP
favorite
ECC. While logging is there, na, sir.
uh,
SAP ECC and SAP ERP production server, PRD, quality
okay,
server and all.
correct. So I think everybody know. I not bother about to explain not much about AWM and ECC. This is rest of option. This is the rest of option EWM. Okay. So there is a logistics distribution transport unit also there. We can learn if you interested. But this is my
That
slide.
is so, na, sir.
Huh?
That much transaction long length is there, sir. Transaction code. That is flow or letter transaction code, sir.
This is a cloud. So I will show. Actually, I ready I started my server also. So I will log out and I will taste it to you actually. Otherwise, I will go from this location. This is EWM. I think everybody log into the ECC here. MMBE, MMBV, MB52 every time. That's time.
The
Okay.
old system, sir. SAP system.
Which one? Hmm.
Now you open, sir, that server little bit old, sir. 6.1, huh?
6.0. It is enough. S4 HANA and S4 ECC different is that is a product master will be name. So there is a material name is that terminal is different and some futures is there and integration is different. That's only. So we also
In the
learn. We are also that most familiar trainer also. I not give the
but
name.
learning is good, sir. ECC 6.0, but yeah, this ANA is simplification. That's it.
Mm. And
But
we not using the ECC. Actually, we will integrate the ECC to the EWM and we will work with EWM only. It will reflect the things. Result will come to the ECC. You will observe the more things. This is
yes,
important.
sir, yes, sir.
Everybody training will give ECC EWM only. Then after that, S4 HANA will take and give 5 10 classes. So what is the changes there? That's the thing.
Yes. That is integrated, sir. Because I will pick some materials in WM. Automatically in SAP EC system, it will show the stock deduction and all.
So it is already deployment happening in the ECC. That's the thing. That's why it is.
Yes, sir.
And S4 HANA is that why I is saying that in previously they are provided on-premises servers. Means every organization their server will be stored at their company premises. Now they are
Yes, sir.
stored into the cloud premises. That is Azure and AWS and GCP, mostly Azure
Yes.
cloud. Azure, okay, Microsoft.
Before they are depending to store the data in different software, na sir. Now they are not in the independent, na SAP HANA when it is introduced
No,
the
no, no.
HANA.
They are already pre-deployment packages there in cloud. So they are direct implementing, developing. And what they are doing now, you are doing only up to the EWM you are practice doing as end user, as a consultant. But they are developing output and databases. The databases that are data they are using for trending analysis. Lot of things integrated with the cloud, that is the
Okay, sir.
technical point of view. You are going
Yes,
to
sir.
the out of the delivery subject. Okay, so I
Okay,
am
sir.
know that the subject because I am familiar with the technology very well, so that's why. So how they are integrating with the server management is there, and security is there. So not only functional models, there is technical models, so programming above. So I will give the explain some after this completion is early, quickly, then I will give ABAP practice also for your programming logics. So for developing some external debugging and things requirement. So and this is about EWM. So I will check this inbound delivery. Normally this is a S slash N slash SCM SCWM period is a one of a inbound delivery process, goods receipt process command. Just I want show the just demo purpose today. So this is that notification. So advanced shipping notification ASN will be created in the ECC. So that will be triggered to the this ANA, sorry, this EWM model like that. So there is a already predefined. Actually, I want to this is my own server. It is a with normally CPU. I deployed my server actually.
Training
So
server
some
or personal server, sir, this
this
one?
is my only my personal server for practice and doing the always keep
Training
touch.
server, sir.
This is only training server. So I will give the number to you when we are learning that person. So he will give the that server. So 1,000 they will take, I think, for this server for month. So you need
Per
to take
month, sir.
per month. Otherwise, it will be. So I will give demo and things. Why if you giving the I'm not taking much fees from you, so that's why. So if I will take by 1,000 rupees for going that thing, and sometime they he having some issues. So I want don't interrupt. And this is the integration with all respect to. So I will give beautifully explanations all. So
Sir,
they, yeah,
you will
tell me.
give, sir, some data that ID for training purpose. They
So
already data created, or I want to create from new one, so numbering,
no, 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 no.
number
That
ranges
is
and all.
already a lot of people. My idea also there, I think. So maybe they are reducing the some data from the server. There are already
Oh,
predefined a lot of logics is there. You can find and you can make perfect. No problem. There is a predefined available is there. Lot of.
server busy and all will not come, sir.
No, no,
Because
no,
so many
no,
people
no.
they move.
He maintained very well. We are lot of experts from US, UK. They are lying on that server. I will give that number person. So you need to select that one because you will experience will be important. That's the thing. That's why. Here
Okay, sir.
my server will be sometime. So I will work one person, no problem. So sometime I will stop this server for after activity. Understood, na? So that's the
Yes.
thing. Otherwise, power consumption continuous CPU. So Not much correct. That's why.
One doubt, sir. In WM, there is no more transaction codes, sir, than MM.
Mm, no, not like that. Here also some transactions is there. So here, that's transactions will be up do the in the process of GUI methods, graphical user interface methods. Like when you coming to the, we are also using the some transaction code. But here we can do the wonders from GU method as a user interface method. So like here reject, you never see that reject and save here. So if
Yes,
you
sir.
click here right and we go right click also,
Oh,
here also here check that. So see how many options. So there is a user interface process is there. So you need to well thoroughing process to the end user as well as consultant. I think
yes,
you understood. So in
yes, sir.
one command, there is a UI need to understand
Multiple
everything.
options.
So you need to understand the lot of UI options. What is there? So if you find, I clicking here, check that, see that, observing in see you got the information. I think in ECC also there, but this much of elaboration and things I think not having each and status and tracking time seconds, so it is developed a lot of so locations, so bins also will appear and where it is going, so refer documents, so like that there is options and we can do the process also, process codes also there in the location we can use process codes, so respect to codes, so it will behave different. So this is a inbound delivery, outbound delivery, and work location, and palletization, work center. Lot of things there. User interfaces. So user interface is the important. So need to know every user interface, every corner and everything. Need to thorough and need to explain and presentable document or state of mind your need. That's the thing. This is a ACN, Advanced Shipping Notification. GR office, goods is office. So lot of things is there. When you learning only it will come. One day it will not come anything. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
So I think I'm stopping.